Unfortunately, I don't have a cat with me today. I just kind of stopped off along the side of the road on my way home from work. And here we have some daylilies, which you can just snip them, snip a bunch, gather up the leaves, harvest those. Those are edible. Don't eat anything that's called a lily unless you know for sure it's not a true lily. Daylilies are not true lilies because lilies are toxic. There's other things like trout lilies that you can eat. They're not true lilies, but things that are true lilies are toxic. And then right over here we have, these are wood ear mushrooms. And people see these hard, crispy, and think they're bad. But all you have to do is put some water on them and they'll rehydrate. And these are perfect for Chinese dishes or salads. You have to cook them first, but once you cook them, they come sort of a sweet little topping. They're popular in miso soups, things like that, but good for salads. Just rehydrate them and they'll get light brown and turn back into a mushroom. Here's a plant that's very abundant right now. And you might see it and think it's Queen Anne's lace or wild carrots. But Queen Anne's lace doesn't come out until June, and it's only end of March right now. Queen Anne's lace has hairy stems. These have purple. Now these are toxic, don't touch these. I'm actually immune to them, so I'm okay. But they're photo something. You touch them and then the sun shines on you and your skin will blister. So you see the purple in there, that means it's toxic. If you're looking for Queen Anne's lace, it comes out in summer and it will have hairy stems. And this comes out in several different stems down at the bottom. Queen Anne's lace will only be one and it'll branch off higher up. So this is poison hemlock. You don't want to touch that. This is watercress. And as you can see, it grows in water, hence the name watercress. And this is thought to be one of the oldest harvested foods. It's a derivative of cabbage, so you can cook it anywhere in place of cabbage. You can eat it raw. Here's another abundant plant, but a good one. This is Dame's Rocket. This will grow up tall and get some purple flowers on it, but right now you can harvest these leaves and add it to your food. Purple dead nettles. Most people are familiar with these. These are edible raw or cooked. They're part of the mint family and they make great toppings for any meal you're cooking. Adds a little extra floral flavor. These mixed with stinging dead nettle are probably one of the best antihistamine allergy relieving teas you can make. So gather these and stinging nettle, make a tea, drink at least a cup a day, and your allergies should be under control. This is one of my favorite and something I will harvest every day and add to every food. It's great in salads. It's a great topper for, well, I eat veggie burgers, but it's a great topper for burgers. If you like onions, this is garlic mustard. I like to actually just pick this and eat it as I'm hiking. But you can take it home, cook it, pick the newest leaves will have the most taste. So you want to pick from the top. And then the flowers you can grind up and make a seasoning. But these are very abundant during the spring. Garlic mustard. Here's a good one to know. You probably have this growing all through your yard. This A lot of people call it sticky weed because it sticks to you. This is called catchweed bed straw. Now this is edible. Some people do have an allergic reaction to this, but it is edible, and this will grow up tall. It grows everywhere. It grows over everything. It'll grow tall, get flowers on it and seeds, and the seeds you can actually make coffee from. Tastes just like coffee, brews like coffee. It's technically called cowboy coffee. So, catchweed bed straw. I just found these. Dandelions. Everybody knows dandelions are edible. Every part of them. The flowers, the leaves, the roots. Dandelions are not native. They were actually brought here by Europeans to grow in yards. Back in pioneering days or whatever, this is what your yard would have looked like, because it's edible and you can dry the stems out and weave them into baskets, clothes, ropes. And this is what the original plan was for everybody's yard. Now everybody's trying to get rid of them. But useful, very useful. You can make drinks. Dandelion wine, dandelion moonshine, dandelion tea. So stop trying to get rid of the dandelions in your yard. Try to get rid of your grass and get more of these. Alright, here's a popular one. People see this in their yards and they're always trying to get rid of it. Call it onion grass or wild onions. It's actually not onion, it is garlic. It's field garlic. And every part of this is edible. The bulbs obviously are the best part, but when I'm hiking, I like to just grab the top, yank it, and eat this. So many edibles out here. If you see all the green, all this green you see, this is called a speedwell. Ivy-leaved speedwell. Edible. Raw, cooked. Alright, so 20 minutes stopping along the road. I found enough dinner for a couple of people. This shows you what you can find in early spring, so hopefully this helps if you're looking for some food to eat. Early spring, there's a lot out here. Keep you fed easily. No grocery store needed. No mushrooms yet. I've seen several deadly Gallerinas, Gallerina marginatas, which obviously by the name you don't want to harvest. I've seen several of those, but not too many other mushrooms yet. A little bit more warmer temperatures. But have enough for dinner for tonight. On a side note, talking about foraging and harvesting and native species and invasive species, you want to know what the most invasive species in the entire country is? Grass. If you don't have Kentucky bluegrass or wheatgrass or something native to this country, guess what? You're spending hundreds of dollars a year getting rid of beneficial plants in order to have the most invasive species take over your yard.